almost cut my hair. Happened just the other day. It's getting kinda long. I could have said it was in my way, but I didn't, and I wonder why. I say I'm letting my freak flag fly, 'cause I feel that I owe it to someone. Man, I've been in a CSNY mood because I came home today and the love of my life has sheared himself.
Oh, he sheared himself?
Cut off all of his hair.
And that was a lot of hair.
And he didn't tell me.
Ooh, I did that before, and ladies do not like that when they have a long-haired man.
I love a long-haired man. I love his hair, and he cut it all off. And so I've just been playing that song and repeat and glaring at him.
It's like a year or so, and he can get it back.
No, that was years of work.
That was years, yeah.
He had long-ass hair.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like you guys would really understand.
Did he
you know?
take a, like, a la, what scene in a movie am I thinking of where he just takes, stands alone staring into the mirror and takes a buzzer to his own head, or did he get it done by somebody else?
You're thinking of Roll Tenenbaums.
Thank you.
Yes. I wish he had done that. But no, he went to the barber that we've been making fun of for years because there's a cutout of a man with a really tiny head in the front window of it. So he went there, and turns out that guy was in Donnie Brasco. So all they talked about was that this guy was the barber in Donnie Brasco.
God, how many times a day does that guy talk about that?
All they talk about is Donnie Brasco. There's stills of Donnie Brasco all over the barber shop.
That is such a specifically New York thing.
Oh my God, he was so proud.
Yeah.
So proud that he was the barber in Donnie Brasco.
So how does Doug's head look now? Is it proportionate
Small.
to his small? That was what I was wondering.
Small. It's so small. And so I just keep blaring the CSNY, baby. That's what it's there for. You got to let your freak flag fly, man.
Hey, I'm on my way back to it, to some long hair.
I'm going Janis Joplin with it. I'm doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm never cutting it again.
Okay.
That's not true. I'll cut it at some point.
That's a hell of a protest.
Yeah, I was very upset. And I just, I kept yelling about freak flags and, it was a rough 30 minutes.
Well, a famous singer did just die, although you may not know that he was a famous singer, and you may not know that he sang a particular song. Cuba Gooding Sr.
Oh. What did he sing? Seabird? Was it Seabird?
It wasn't Seabird. Here, let me give you
Was it that song from Jerry
Jerry
Maguire?
Maguire.
Let me give you a little bit.
There's no exception to
Whoa! Listen, baby. Factual, maybe cruel. And everybody plays a fool. I didn't know that was him.
Well, he was in a band called Main Ingredient.
Ooh, it's such a good name.
Yeah, that's a great
I didn't know who sang that song.
Nobody knows who sang that song.
It's a great song.
It's a wonderful song.
Cuba Gooding Sr. Has anyone checked in on Cuba Gooding Jr.? How's he doing?
I guess he's doing okay. His father was 72 years old. He was found slumped over the wheel of his silver Jaguar.
Cool.
Was the car moving?
The car was not moving, although in the back seat they did find drug paraphernalia and several bottles of alcohol.
What a way to go.
Listen, when I die, they're going to find drug paraphernalia and alcohol nearby. So,
Especially at 72 in your silver Jaguar.
yeah, let he who has not been drunk and on drugs cast the first stone.
But also at the same time, what kind of drug paraphernalia? Does that mean, or like you smoking weed? But at the same time, at that point in life, do whatever you want. I think it's like a
At
Miss
72.
Sunshine kind of thing,
Yeah, you can start doing heroin.
Sure. Whatever makes you feel good.
Yeah, they don't say exactly what the drug paraphernalia was. Could be a pipe, could be a crack pipe, could be a regular pipe, could be a heroin needle.
I mean, he was in a
Could be a
Jaguar.
meth pipe.
I think 80 should be you should wait till you're 80 to start doing heroin, because it really might cut you off. I mean, that's a tough one,
55.
55. Well, that's you're if you even make it to 55 at that point, you're exceeding your own expectations.
I know, because, I mean, before I used to say 50, I'm out.
Yeah.
But now I'm extending it because I'm getting older. So 55 is when I'll start doing heroin.
I guess that's right.
Just can't wait to hear you say, 90.
Oh, yeah. You're going to know me long enough to at least. I'm going to keep pushing it up.
Keep pushing it on. I was like, 95. That'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess it should go by your own individual life expectancy, and you can start like, I don't know, 1 to 5 years before you expect that you're gonna. I mean, plenty of people manage their heroin use just fine, but I just feel like
Whoa.
I mean, we don't want to offend our heroin users out there.
true. But I'm just saying that 72, you might have a good 15 years of heroin addiction ahead of you.
I don't know, though. I did spend my 420 watching a heroin addiction documentary on HBO to make myself feel better. And then all it did was make me dry heave because I don't like to watch people shoot up.
Wait, feel better about what?
Myself. And what I do to myself was like, well, at least I'm not doing heroin into my eyeballs and into between my toes. At least I've got that. So it did make me feel better about myself. It made me feel very, very badly because everyone in it died.
Yeah.
So
Because they're doing heroin.
I know, but like a lot of them are like, oh, I've been clean for 3 years. I got my kids. It's like it was all about in Cape Cod that like the downside of Cape Cod and how they have a horrible heroin addiction problem.
Cape Cod.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's the people that live in Cape Cod, like the townies.
Yeah, that's like there was a New York Times story about the Hamptons, the people who work in the Hamptons last summer, and it was just as bad as you'd imagine.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and say, pass.
I'd rather pass. Although,
I am interested in being somebody who gets fucked up in the Hamptons,
yes, of course.
just not as a working class person.
I don't know. Do you really want to be in the Hamptons? Go
No.
to Cabo.
I'm telling you, you guys you haven't watched the show Revenge, and once you see
You're right.
Revenge, you are going to want to live in the Hamptons forever.
Although I have been watching Feud. I've been waiting for many episodes to come out because I knew that I was going to want to binge it. So I waited.
How is it?
Oh my God.
It's good?
Oh my God. It's so fucking good.
Oh, yay, I need a new
so
thing.
fucking good.
Now that I finished Paradise Lost, all 3, I need a new thing.
You need this in your life. They are Jessica Lange and Susan Sarandon are so good at portraying. You have amazing actresses portraying amazing actresses. And then I started, of course, as I'm watching it, looking into like what was real and what wasn't. And some things are a little exaggerated. They said on set that they weren't as overt as they were. However, everything that they did really fucking happened, and they're so manipulative.
Everything they pull pranks on each other?
No, it's just the manipulation of 2 huge star women that are doing, like, it's like they had to do whatever happened to Baby Jane for their careers. They knew that they had to do it. And so Joan Crawford went to Betty Davis and was like, we hate each other, but think of us doing this horror suspense movie where we hate each other in a movie together. It will be amazing. So they like just swallowed up everything. And so the whole thing is about the entire movie and then after the movie. I mean, you watch this, I learned so many things and they're so good at it. It's so good. It's so good.
All right.
Okay.
And then next season, because every season is going to be a different feud,
What a great idea.
is Prince Charles and Princess Di.
What a great idea.
Interesting.
Feud, huh?
I know. Like, what is the dirt that they're going to make this out of?
Is it in the format of like a like an unsolved mystery where there's a narrator and they tell you what happened, or
No.
it's a
Like a
it's
People versus
fiction-
OJ type of thing, right?
It's a,
Yeah, it's
it's
just-
a
it's
full-on
straight up in
reality,
it.
yeah.
It's so good.
How many episodes?
There are 10.
Oh, wow.
There are 10 1-hour-long episodes.
And how do I watch it?
It is on
Hulu?
FX.
FX.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to get someone to give me a login so that I could get into it so that I could watch it.
Because I've been stealing somebody's Hulu, and I feel like I feel a little bit self-conscious about what I'm watching.
Well, because they can see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All those Project Runways.
And so I feel like the person who's giving me their Hulu is very generous, but they'll be fine with it if I watch 10 feuds. But if it's on FX, I can figure out how to get it.
It's completely different. You've got all the cable. You
I
got
know,
it.
I
You
know.
got it up in there.
Well, I have choice anxiety from what to watch. You know, this is why I just watch all the things. I do watch the things you tell me. You think I don't listen to you, but I do.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do. And you
because-
did just do Paradise Lost, and I'm very proud of you.
Yes, extremely proud of you for that one.
It was my entire week since we last spoke. But
Well, it's right up your alley.
it was exactly my alley. But I, as I have discussed many times on the show, when I finish something, I hate it, and then I don't finish it, and then I get overwhelmed with what to do next, and then I just watch Law & Order SVU. So I need somebody to tell me what to do next.
Watch Feud.
Okay.
You will love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You will love it.
I think I'm going to watch it as well.
I really think, I mean, I was watching it by myself, and Doug came in and he watched like 10 minutes of it, and I was about to shut it off because usually I don't want him, talking through my shit, and he's like, no, leave it on. I was like, oh.
That's how I was with Big Little Lies. I was like, I just need to be alone. Let me watch this. Everyone get out of the room. And then both my brother and my husband were like, well, I'll just check it out. And then like 45 minutes later, they were like, when's the next one?
Sucked
And it was
in.
very satisfying.
Sucked in.
I started watching the new season of Fargo.
Ooh, how is it?
It's pretty good.
There's
It's
a third season?
Yeah, it just came out last week. Ewan McGregor plays 2 roles.
What was that noise?
Yeah, what the fuck? Was that like a good choke on your jizzy or a bad jizzy choke?
I was just thinking of him as like, ooh, is it the girl? Oh, I am a candelabra. I have sex. So, and I know he can play other things. I just keep thinking of him as Lumiere, and it's
He's Lumiere
hard.
in the new one?
Yeah, but he got overdubbed a lot because his French accent is so fucking horrible.
I still haven't seen the new Beauty and the Beast.
You know why I haven't seen it? This is a terrible thing to say. It's 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
2.5 hours?
Well, it's 2 hours and 19 minutes long, and I round up. It's too long for me to sit in a movie theater for.
Well, how long is the original?
Not that long.
Yeah, I bet not.
I
It's a
don't think-
kids movie.
Yeah, I mean, no one.
Yeah, that's
we
what
wouldn't
I'm-
have sat through it.
Yeah, but is this new one supposed to be for kids, or is it supposed to be for us and be like, ooh, our childhood?
I think it's supposed to be for us.
Yeah.
Because I think that like parts of it are a little bit scarier. But when we were going to go see it the other day, instead we saw Muppets Take Manhattan in the movie theaters.
Why was that in the movie theater?
Because they were just doing like a one-off special, like come see Muppets in Manhattan.
Great.
Come Muppets Take Manhattan. It was like 1 p.m. Like, hell yeah.
That's
yeah.
a great.
New York City, there's like 3 or 4 theaters that show old movies all the time. It's
Really?
fucking awesome. Yeah. You just got to go check it out online,
So
man.
good. It was. I love Muppets.
The original Beauty and the Beast isn't even an hour and a half.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What kind of filler? What did they put in it? It's like I don't need to see. It's like, and I was like, really excited to see it, and I do want to see it. I'm gonna watch it on my TV so I can take breaks and have cigarettes and make jizzies.
Yeah, I was gonna say being drunk and or additionally more than drunk is probably gonna be important.
And I'm not even saying I know that it's. I know it's really good, and I do want to see it. I just can't really watch Emma Watson like stare off, which I imagine there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't think it's all just what's his name, Elioof, the gay one.
The game was named Elliot.
No, I just made that up. The gay one, Molly.
Which-
Everyone was upset. There's a gay one in it. The one that's Gaston's lackey is Smee.
Is the actor gay or the character is gay?
That's the whole. They made this like big thing. It's like,
Ambiguously
oh,
gay.
they made him
the character,
gay.
yeah. The character is gay, has like a crush on Gaston.
He's
and
also
then,
gay in real
And
life,
then at
though.
the end, he like dances with a dude.
And
And then people went all weird about it.
What about Smee? Smee ate all of Captain Hook's food before he ate it.
You think Smee was Captain Hook's life partner?
Yes.
You know, there has been quite a bit of speculation here as to Captain Hook and Smee's relationship.
I mean, Captain Hook is a bit of a dandy. There's no question about that.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I had never thought about him and Smee's relationship, but they probably share a room. You know,
Think of
on
Bob
that ship.
Hoskins and Dustin Hoffman in a relationship. I'm thinking Hook. You know, it's like I think that they would make a great relationship.
I think they would be among the most adorable couples to ever exist.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're really compassionate towards one another. No, I actually never thought of it, but I agree. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing that now that they're going back to all of our childhood films and remaking them, they can make them as gay as they always kind of were. I think that the consensus is like that gay people are like, there's all sorts of super gay subplots to all of these movies. They've just always been a little bit hidden.
This is from a 2004 interview with Dustin Hoffman. He said, Bob Hoskins and I were rehearsing, and suddenly we looked at each other and realized it at the same time. We said, these guys are gay.
That's great. That's fantastic.
And it was fun. Suddenly we rehearsed it that way. Get over here, Smee. Give me a foot massage.
I love that so much.
See, and I saw some, I don't even know what I saw, of like a bunch of gay people going through all of the Disney movies and being like, this is a gay thing. These characters are gay. This is like a coded thing to like signal to gay people that this is gay.
Oh yeah,
Which
Flounder and Sebastian. Oh yeah. Where did those claws go on those fins?
So if anything, they should just, if they're gonna remake,
I just made that up. I don't think it's a thing.
Where did those claws go on those beds?
if they're gonna remake all of these Disney movies, it's the least they can do is make them 250% gayer.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
I don't give a shit.
I love it, actually. Just not 2 hours and 19 minutes of it.
Yeah,
That's
don't
too
add
much
an
of it.
entire 60 minutes of
It's
gayness.
too much of it.
Because nobody needs that additional 60 minutes.
There's another death this week.
Oh, yeah?
Aaron Moran, Joni from Joni and Chachi.
I never got into that. Is that Scott Baio?
Yeah. But there was also, she was in Happy Days.
Happy Days.
Oh,
that's
okay.
right.
No, wait, was it Joni and Chachi, or was she just in Happy Days?
I don't know. I don't know those.
I think she
shows.
was just in Happy Days.
I just watched Cheers.
You guys never watched Happy Days?
No.
I didn't watch Happy Days. I watched everything on Nick at Night, but for some reason I never watched Happy Days.
I watched Happy Days every day after school.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Hell yeah. No, I never got it. We're more, I think it's like that explains the 2-year difference or 3-year difference between all of us. That it's like I watched Full House and Seventh Heaven after school every day. But that's just what was on syndication.
Yeah, Saved by the Bell and Full House. Oh, this is a little bit of a leap, but so I was thinking about other Nick at Night shows. I watched The Honeymooners, Bob Newhart, and Happy Days was on Nick at
And
Night.
I loved All in the Family. I mean, that's one of my favorite shows of all time.
Yeah.
But you guys will maybe appreciate this. I was in a regular, normal conversation with friends recently, and I was trying to say Edward Norton, and I don't know what we were talking about, but I was trying to say Edward Norton, and instead my brain kept saying Bob Newhart, and I still can't stop laughing about the idea of replacing Bob Newhart in all of Edward Norton's roles, and then replacing Edward Norton in all of Bob Newhart's roles.
That's kind of fun. I would watch that for sure.
Yeah, Bob Newhart in Fight Club. Bob Newhart in American History X.
Oh, that would be a fun one.
Bob Newhart in Primal Fear.
Yeah, and then Ed Norton just being like a super brooding, whichever is he a psychiatrist in Newhart? Whatever the regular Bob Newhart show is.
I never watched Newhart.
Yeah, I haven't watched since I was like 10, but so now I'm totally obsessed with the idea that we need to do that'll be our remake. We'll remake Fight Club with Bob Newhart.
I don't know if we can anymore.
Somehow.
We'll figure
We'll do that
something out.
CGI thing, like how they have
The mirages. What's it called?
have
Holograms.
They have those people who are dead in the movies.
Bob Newhart's still alive.
Ooh! Whoops!
really?
Yikes! Edit that out. Sorry, Bob Newhart. Sorry, I
I'm sure
assumed you were
Bob
dead.
Newhart's a big fan of the show.
Also, I'm sure that Bob Newhart isn't surprised to hear that some people assume he's dead.
I would assume he said, yeah.
Yeah, 87.
87 years old.
Because to be
I
fair,
was like, what happened in 1987?
in my defense,
That's the year I was born.
in my defense, I was watching Bob Newhart when I was about 10 years old, and it was already an old show on Nick at Night, and he was already what I thought was an old man at the time.
Oh, he's been old forever. Same with Milton Berle. We were watching a bunch of Milton Berle stuff. He's been, like, Milton Berle was old for so long.
Yeah.
And, he's just one of those guys.
Yeah,
They're just old people forever.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're guys that got famous when they were like 55, 60.
Yeah. And so you just always assume that they're old and that they're dead by now, which I think is safe to assume.
Milton Berle is
Dead. He is dead. He's definitely dead.
Confirmed.
long has he been dead?
He's dead.
17 years.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
But he died old. He was old.
Yeah. Oh, he was very old.
He was in his 90s or something.
Yeah, he born in 1908.
Jeez
Hell
Louise.
yeah. Good for him.
Good for him.
Go for him. Good for who else? Julia Roberts.
Most beautiful fucking person again and again and again and
She
again.
hasn't even done anything.
Yeah.
I don't even understand why she was put on the list.
Also, haven't we all gotten used to her beauty?
We just were talking about it. It's like, I still think she used to be gorgeous. And she's still looking great, but she has no She's not doing anything right now. What is she doing?
Actually, she was I was on a airplane going to Denver. Hello, Denver. Thank you very much for listening to Page 7. Got met a lot of very nice friends out there. Saw a girl that had a "That's My Name" T-shirt on.
Fuck yeah!
Ben forgot to send that picture to you, didn't he?
Actually, I did get the picture, and I said, she's so beautiful and she's so small, I could crush her. And she was beautiful and she was small.
That's how Jackie expresses her fondness for people.
You know, it's like something's too cute. I just want to crush her. Just die.
She was in a movie called Money Monster that just came out.
Oh, good.
Because I was on a plane and someone was watching it in front of me. I was like, "There's Julia Roberts." It's a George Clooney movie. It's George Clooney and Julia Roberts.
She's at it again.
That is not a qualification for being like. I saw it on a plane when someone in front of me was watching it, so now she's the most beautiful person on. You know, I feel like that's the exact level that America is at right now. I saw somebody in front of me on a plane watching her in a movie.
Oh yeah, her.
Yeah.
Oh, you remember her?
oh.
Yeah, no, she is still beautiful.
She still looks great.
But she's also won it multiple times, so I feel like at this point, give it to somebody else.
Well, she's also, I mean, don't sell her short. She's also playing Smurf Willow in the new Smurfs
You're
movie.
right.
What?
I take back what I said. I take it back. I'm sorry.
Smurf Willow.
Ugh.
This is a little off topic, but someone else that's beautiful who I hate right now, so I feel like it is on topic, is that I found out that Amber Heard is dating Elon Musk. And that pisses me off.
Which one do you have something against?
Well,
Amber Heard. It's not that I have anything against her, it's that I want to date Elon Musk.
Wait.
I want to be with Elon Musk.
Elon Musk, the guy that
Tesla, SpaceX, Hyperloop.
The Science Man.
the science man.
He is the man that knows Mars. He is so scary. I think that he's from the future, and I think that he's come back.
Is he attractive?
No, not at all.
No.
But I think that his ideas of him but I also put into my mind that he is from the future and came back where robots took over and killed civilization. That I think that he came back with his technology to stop the robots from doing that. So in my head, I find Elon Musk very attractive.
And
He's not the worst.
He's not the worst.
He's just a weird looking guy.
Yes, and he's South African, so you know he's got a really sexy accent, but he's also really big into like giving people tours of SpaceX and Tesla and stuff like that. He's very hands-on.
I would have a hard time dating a South African because I would be obsessing about how to imitate their accent at every turn.
I'm sure you would try at least a few times.
Elon Musk, it's a weird accent.
I can't listen to a South African person because
I'm Elon Musk. I'm here to do the SpaceX.
I don't think that's
no, it's close.
It's close.
Follow me. I'm here to do the SpaceX.
Johannesburg. It's like I cannot I cannot pay attention to what a South African person is saying because I'm just like, what is it? It's different. You say every word differently.
Yeah, but when they speak in their language, I don't know what it's called. I'm going to say something that is probably going to be racist.
Dutch.
Is it Dutch?
Yeah.
No.
Afrikaner.
Afrikaner. That's I was going to say
Afrikaans.
Afrikaan.
Afrikaan,
Yeah,
yeah.
Afrikaan. Yeah. I had a friend that was South African, so she spoke to her family in Afrikaan, and it was just like, what? What is that?
What's that language? That language is super radical.
Oh my God.
Wait, and who's Amber Heard?
Johnny Depp's ex-wife, the one that got into the Johnny Depp. Yeah, got into the
That's
domestic
right.
dispute with
That's
Johnny
right.
Depp.
I knew that name.
But also, what I didn't know about Elon Musk, because I was looking into him, because then I went down the Elon Musk hole, is that he's got five
musky
children.
hole.
He's got 5 children.
Really?
At least the legacy lives on.
Oh, but don't you know they suck?
Oh, of course they do. But he's such a cool dude.
I'm not certain Elon Musk doesn't suck though.
I think that he doesn't.
I think
doesn't?
he's pretty great.
He won't
Really?
let the government get in. Like, he won't accept any government, like, finances.
Okay.
But I know that he's got these other, weird things. But it's all to get us to Mars and Hyperloop.
Yeah, I mean, he also he was the product architect of Tesla,
Oh, yeah.
the electric car.
All right, I support Tesla.
And he's also trying to take us to space. SpaceX.
He wants
He's
to
also
colonize Mars.
the CEO of Neuralink, the co-founder and chairman of Solar City, the co-chairman of OpenAI, co-founder of Zip2, and founder of X.com.
And he's against robots. He's against robots because he thinks that they will like very quickly overtake us.
Yep, and ranked 21st on the Forbes list of the world's most powerful people and 80th wealthiest person in the world.
So why not date me? I mean, my boyfriend cut off his hair, so maybe I'm free range. Maybe I'm going for Tesla. I'm ready for it.
Solar City really reminds me of Job's in Arrested Development, Fuck Mountain.
Pennies from heaven.
You're in Solar City.
No, I just I was upset about it because the way they revealed their relationship was her like sexy and kind of draped on him, and she had this big red lipstick on, and there was a big red lipstick kiss on his cheek. I was like, all right. And someone was like, she's getting cheeky with her Instagram. Ugh.
Well, she actually put her caption was cheeky.
I don't like cheeky.
Yeah, I don't like cheeky.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm
She's
just jealous.
hotter than him.
I know, and I'm just jealous. I'm allowed to be jealous.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much of it. I mean, she's 31, he's 45. That's perfectly reasonable.
Oh, yeah, and she's hot to trot.
Oh, yeah. She is hot to trot here.
Especially now.
Man, now I need to research Elon Musk. He's one of these guys I keep hearing people talk about him, and I keep not knowing about
You
him.
need to know about him. I think he seems like one of the good ones.
Okay.
Like
I think he is one of the good ones.
out of
The
this,
good Richies?
one of the good Richies. Yeah.
So
It's
I don't like to trust Richies.
I know.
I know you have an inborn mistrust of the Richies. Not all Richies are bad Richies.
Not all Richies.
Some Richies are Richie Riches.
Ew.
Richie Rich bad?
No, he was
No,
just
Richie
a
Rich was
child
good.
with too much money.
Yeah, well, he brought his friends in.
Yeah, and that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
See, I was always were we talking about this on here?
He shared the wealth.
I was more a blank check than I was a Richie Rich.
I was more of a blank check than a Richie Rich as well.
You know, I
I was more of a Dennis the Menace.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm with you there. If we're talking about, 90s kids, like little boy movies.
But you're not. Wait, you're talking about the '90s movie with Walter Matthau?
Yeah.
I looked exactly like that child. I had to like it.
Christopher Lloyd was in it. He was great. Remember the scene where he had to eat all the beans and he was farting a whole bunch?
Nah, you know how I feel about fart jokes. You know how I feel about it, and I think that's specifically why I don't like that movie. God, we ate too many beans.
Yeah, because they're sitting by the campfire and Dennis is like, you gotta eat your beans. And he's sitting in front of a campfire and he's got a big belly because he's eating so many beans.
So
and he's got
disgusting.
beans all over his face and his stomach and his fucking shirt's all stained with bean juice.
Throw up
and
my
then
jizzy.
and then he farts into the campfire and it creates a big flame.
God, I hate that shit so much. Oh, I hate flatulence humor. I despise it.
I feel like if I knew about this about you, I must have blocked it out because
We've talked about this before.
I must have just not.
Because you and Marcus love your flatulence
yeah.
humor.
See, I like you too much to have even stored that fact in my brain. 'Cause
I'm
I don't
sorry.
understand how you can't like a fart joke.
I'm down with a poop joke.
Really?
You know, yeah. It's like, oh, I went into the barber and he shit all over my chest, but I asked for a number one all over.
And you don't like a fart joke?
Yeah, I don't like fart jokes. I really get upset by them.
I've had to stop myself as a teacher because sometimes I'll tell the kids to stop laughing about farts, and then I realize I'm being hypocritical.
You know, it's just, I
let
don't know
them be.
why. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's the word.
Is Henry like this too?
I hate it. I hate it. Yeah. I hate it.
Yeah, take that, Jackie.
No more farts.
Weren't you ever like in a, like a
I hate this so much.
Were you ever a child in a quiet room with another person, like your brother Henry, and trying to make each other laugh by making fart noises?
No, not with our butts and not with our mouths. The most we did,
How
we
about
were.
with your hands.
No, I don't like the. I don't like any of it. I'd rather you do like the dove, like the. I don't know how to do it. That's dry hand syndrome, and you need some lotion. I know that I am not. I don't agree with everyone on this, and I understand. And I do understand the hilarity of the sound.
It's one of my favorite at-home activities. How loud can I make the fart?
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Amplifying it, different surfaces.
Yeah, I laugh every time I hear somebody fart, and which is why I had to stop yelling at the children because I was like, you know what, I can't tell you not to laugh.
You know what it is? I think I'm just not that big of a farty person. I burp all the time.
You're more of a
though.
shitter and a burp.
I'm a shitter and a
Well, see,
burper.
this I remember this conversation. That
Yes.
burps are funny.
I burp.
See, I don't like a burp joke. Ew, stop.
See, there.
See, that makes me want to puke. Ew, no.
Well, no, we were talking about that the other day because someone was like, I don't know how to make myself burp. I was like, everybody knows how to make themselves burp.
Ew,
Yeah.
but thinking about it, because I think the reason I hate it is because I remember being a kid and being like, okay, I'll let, and then like actually going too far.
Too far. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody has a body.
Good point, Jackie.
Thank you.
Everybody has a body.
Thank you. I should be a health teacher. I hate it.
Hand in the armpit? Not even a hand in the armpit?
No, I don't like that either. I don't like any of it.
So
I
you-
don't like fart. I don't like whoopee cushions.
So I'm guessing you don't want to hear any more from this YouTube compilation, 99 Different Farts.
You know what? You would be right. You're gonna play one more though, aren't you? I can see it in your eyes. Oh God! You know what it is? It just makes me think. We talked about this on Roundtable, and it's like things like this when when we were all really, really hungover after we were all like partying after something, and Holden let rip a fart that was so like it sounded like he shit in his pants. Like it was so wet and it was so loud and it was so disgusting. And his fiance said, "Baby, you need a wipe?"
In all seriousness, just like and caring and like love, just like baby, you need a wipe.
Okay, that just took it one step too far.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't touch him for a while.
I mean, I get it, but just like that's like, hey, you don't care there? Like, just like don't. Just,
Baby, you need a wipe? And that I just remember I was so hungover and I was still drunk and we were like in the blazing hot sun and I almost threw up all over the sidewalk.
because it was so casual to make it seem like it was a very
regular
thing, like
Regular.
it was an occurrence.
I laugh hardest when I'm hungover. Like that's the only good thing about being hungover is that suddenly everything is funny,
Yes.
right? Especially if you're hungover with a bunch of people who are also as hungover as you.
Yes.
So everything you were describing, Holden farting, it sounded like a perfect recipe for humor.
I mean, I laughed very, 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 very hard, but to the point that I almost threw up on the sidewalk. It was 95 degrees outside and it was 7:30 in the morning. You know?
Yeah, the do you need a wipe part really takes it into an
So
uncomfortable.
It's one of my favorite stories. Though. That is a time that farting was funny because it was so. I abhorred it so much. Abhorred it.
Abhorred it.
Have you been watching MasterChef Junior, Molly?
No, everybody keeps telling me that this little girl looks just like me.
Don't believe them.
No?
She does look like you, but she doesn't sound like you.
Oh, good.
You know what it is? Is that like she does on paper, she does look like you, but she is not you. And I don't want you to watch a show being like people think this is me because it's not you.
Is she a little bit?
Cause she talks like this.
Okay.
And it's very obnoxious.
That
was a side note.
I tend not to watch MasterChef Junior because I'm afraid that Gordon Ramsay will yell at the children.
He doesn't. He's only encouraging. He's wonderful.
Oh, good. Okay, then I'll watch.
I'll have sex with him.
Elton John's sick.
Don't.
He had to cancel like a bunch of shows in Las Vegas.
Don't. He is on my list. I have to see him before he dies.
He's expected to make a full recovery. Bacterial infection.
Okay.
Underwent treatment.
Of what?
I don't know.
Bladder. Penis. Was it his penis? I have to see him before he dies, or I will flip the fuck out.
Yeah.
I have to see him.
Yeah.
They're just so expensive. The tickets are so goddamn expensive.
Yeah, they're what, like $200-$300?
Easily.
Yeah.
Easily. And I don't want to go see it by myself.
Are they more expensive in New York City? Could you like go to Florida?
I guess, but what am I gonna like be with a bunch of dying people while I see it? No, I want to go sing. I want to wear a boa. Oh my God, Captain Fantastic!
I'll bet there's people in Florida who got boas.
Oh yeah, they got some boas. Too hot for boas, though. That's the problem. They got the sunglasses. Don't you worry about that. Amanda Bynes is back.
What's she doing?
She posted a picture for the first time, I think, since February on Instagram. But I don't. Maybe I don't know. It doesn't look like her. They were like,
think
oh,
that
like
there's
this
a
is Amanda
replacement?
Bynes. I don't know. She was like stopping to smell those flowers on a Sunday, and she's been MIA for a really long time.
It was a twit pic.
It was a twit pic.
And it doesn't look like her.
It doesn't
Wow,
look
that
like
doesn't look
her.
anything like her.
And
even
even
her
like
body.
I zoomed and I was just like, it doesn't even look like the shape of her face. And like maybe she's she's on some medication that's making her bloated, or maybe she's doing something. But I don't know if it's her. I don't believe it.
Yeah, that might be some medication blow. Yeah, she's bipolar.
Yes.
So she's probably on quite a few medications.
But it's like, it's weird because I feel like her smile doesn't even look the same. Like her eyes don't look the same.
And that stuff can weird you out.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Yeah.
But
Trust
I
me.
mean,
I know.
But you've never gone Joker face. Never did that before.
But it can do some weird shit.
Yeah, I know that it can. That's why, I'm hoping she's taking care of herself, but still, it was weird. It was just like, I don't think she would lie about it.
Well, maybe Nickelodeon always had kind of an Amanda Bynes lookalike sitting in the shed in the back, and they just let her out.
Nickelodeon sheds. That's the problem.
Nickelodeon's got to have sheds.
Oh,
full of
they
kids.
got sheds.
Sheds full of child actors just waiting.
And doing other things that they don't want to do.
Oh, no. Well, apparently in February there was rumors that she was pregnant, engaged, and using a secret Twitter account under the pseudonym Ashley Banks.
And then she came out and was like, I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing this shit anymore. And then she was like, smelling the flowers on a Sunday months later. So, I hope she's taking care of herself.
Also,
It's
those
just-
flowers are indoors.
They
Stopping
are
to smell the
indoors.
flowers indoors is not the same thing as stopping to smell the
See a
flowers.
cherry blossom.
Yeah, she's in like the lobby of a fancy hotel.
Yeah.
You can't stop and smell the flowers in a lobby of a fancy hotel.
Yeah, you're already doing something nice.
Yeah.
Stopping and smelling the flowers means like you're on your way to something and then you see some flowers.
Maybe she's working hard or hardly working. I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, it's time for the list!
Oh, that list.
Marcus,
Gotta have that list.
Celebrities who own private islands.
J and Bay.
Johnny Depp owns a private island.
Of course
course
he does.
he
Amanda
does.
Heard much?
He owns a 45-acre tropical island called Little Hawes Pond Cay.
Does he
Why?
ever go there?
I doubt it. He's mostly doing meth in France.
And he should do it. Let him do it. He's never going to make another good movie again.
Would you rather have a mansion on a non-private island or a private island?
Without the mansion?
Well, I guess does the idea of an entirely private island sound appealing to you?
No, because I feel like it would end up being like Last House on the Left.
Yeah, yeah.
No, thank you. I don't want to be that private.
Yeah, too private.
Too private. And what, I got to get in a boat? If someone gets on the island and they want to rob and molest me, and then I got to get in a boat to get away
Yeah,
from it?
or God help me, an airplane.
And I don't know how to drive one.
Yeah, no, I don't want to have to go by boat or by plane.
No.
And I want to have like a neighborhood bar I can go to.
Oh, yeah, I need to be drinking out with the people.
Yeah.
Or you can make your own bar
Yeah, but
and
that's
pay people to come and hang out at
See,
it.
that's sad, though. That's really sad.
Yeah.
No, all you have to do is just pay people to just constantly drink. So you can be ready anytime you want to drink. It's like 9 a.m. I feel like going to a bar. There's always people hanging out at a bar.
That just makes me think of in The Jerk when he pays all those people to dance in the club downstairs, and so they have a disco going 24/7 just in case if anyone wants to dance, which actually is kind of fun. I'd rather
It's
do
really
the dancing than the drinking, as long as the drinking came with the dancing. Mm-hmm. It's like I walk in, everyone's like, dance.
No, I want like a
Jackie's here.
super depressing biker bar.
No.
Just a bunch of guys and a couple of gals just leaned out, propping up a bar and getting wasted.
I see. The thing is, I would
In
be
shifts.
I would want to be paid to be the person that does that.
Yeah, I would definitely be a bar regular for a salary.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Shakira's got a private island. She bought it with Roger Waters, strangely enough.
With Roger Waters.
Yeah, they bought
Are they
a...
together?
No, they're just business partners. They are reportedly developing a resort for multimillionaires.
They need more resorts.
They really do. Especially resorts owned by fucking Pink Floyd.
That's so funny. Then it's like, no, only multimillionaires get. Oh, you only have 1 million? Get out of the doors! Not in my resort.
Shakira, I've got an idea for a niche market. People with
that's
multi-millions
It's
who want
niche.
their own private island. See, that would kind of solve our problem, though. Private island with a lot of other douches staying on it. At least you won't be so alone.
They're all douches. I'd rather own the people that are sitting at my bar.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Or have an island where only people with less than $1 million can go to it.
Yeah, or less than like $500.
Yeah, right. Only people with $40 in their checking
Yeah.
account are allowed to go to my island.
Then you can shoot at their feet and they'd have to dance.
Ah!
Shoot it! Yeah, I own them.
People who do a lot of panicking at the beginning of the month, that's the only people allowed on my island.
Okay, I like that.
Tommy Lee bought Pamela Anderson an island off the coast of Dubai to try to win her back.
Didn't work.
Isn't she with, what's his name?
I don't know.
I know. Who you're talking about.
Wiki Man.
Julian Assange?
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson is with Julian Assange?
Yeah, she's been going back and forth to the embassy.
To the embassy?
Quite a bit.
This is another Amber Heard story.
Listen, I got mostly negative feelings at this point about Julian Assange that if you asked me in 2010, I would have felt differently. But, you know, I guess if you're holed up in an embassy, I guess I'm happy for you that you're getting laid.
By Pamela Anderson.
Yeah,
hell
good
yeah.
for
There's
him,
the Hep-
except that he's, I think, a bad man in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and there's also the Hep C to contend with Pamela.
Also, it's like all I know about Dubai is Sex in the City 2.
Yeah,
The movie,
we don't
so-
talk about that one.
There's some shady things going on in Dubai.
They got all those big buildings.
A lot
Yeah.
of blind items come from Dubai.
Because and a lot of, I think, unpaid labor in Dubai.
There's a lot of actresses doing, let's say, escort work in Dubai.
I did watch a lot of international house hunters in Dubai.
Ooh, I would watch that. Have we talked about Property Brothers? We have. We haven't? We have.
Are those the sexy brothers?
Yeah, you want them to kiss.
Yeah, God, I want them to kiss. I don't know if we've actually talked about that, but Lord, that's why I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Because they're just so big, and it's just like, oh, working together. Fuck.
Big, strong brothers. Yeah, I turned 31, and now I just want to watch shows about real estate.
Hell yeah. I don't want them to
kissing.
fuck. I would watch them in an orgy for show.
Just fucking in the same room.
Yes, fucking in the same room.
No, it's the closest I've got. Those two brothers are the closest I've gotten to understanding why people wanted Mary-Kate and Ashley to kiss. Though I never understood that. I was like, why do you want to see two siblings kiss? And then I saw those Property Brothers, and I was like, I get it.
There's just something about it.
Something about it.
You just can't, yeah.
Because it's taboo, and that's what the porn section is called.
Leonardo DiCaprio has his own island off of Blackador Cay Island, located off the coast of Belize. He is overseeing the construction of an eco-conscious luxury resort.
See, that's the thing. Like, I feel like he just can't do any wrong. I love everything about him.
Yeah.
I really do. I know that, he's a bachelor for life, but at least he's a bachelor for life.
Yeah.
He ain't out there gallivanting and it's like he wants to take hot girls on a plane to an island on a Wednesday. And he does it.
Yeah, and his millionaire resort is going to be eco-friendly.
And that's nice. He doesn't know what that means, and I don't know what that means. But he's doing it to be like, oh, you see? Eco-friendly.
Oh, looky here. Yeah, and those hot girls, they know what they're getting into.
Oh,
They,
yeah.
they totally know. It's like, oh, it's Playboy Leo. We're going to hang out with Playboy Leo for a little while.
Yeah, girls are fully capable of being like, will I fuck Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yes.
Yes, I don't care what other caveats come with
Who
it.
cares?
Yeah.
Get on the plane.
Julia Roberts owns an island in the Bahamas.
See, you know what? It's a trash territory for a woman that shouldn't have been Beautiful Woman of the Year. Bahamas isn't very nice. I haven't been to all of the Bahamas. I've just been to the tourist part.
I've been to the Atlantis one.
What's the Atlantis one?
Well, the little Atlantis, the big boy with the water slide and the dolphins. It's the one that everybody goes to. Then there's a budget hotel next to it. You stay in the budget hotel and then you go to Atlantis.
Oh, I just got off there in a cruise port. And it was, I just wanted to get some, some weed, dude. Mm-hmm. You can, but you can't.
Steven Spielberg has an island.
Deserved.
In
Yeah.
the Madeira Archipelago off the coast of Portugal.
Ooh, hell yeah. I think, you know what? Steven Spielberg gets everything he deserves.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
think he's allowed it.
I'm gonna
I don't
roll
know-
my eyes, but I'll also say good for
And
him.
I don't know why I feel it's like Julia Roberts doesn't deserve it, but Steven Spielberg does. She deserves it for her abs in My Best Friend's Wedding and the crop tops. But other than that, You know, I think that Steven Spielberg has done a lot.
I'll give Julia Roberts the island if she gives away the most beautiful woman to somebody else who hasn't ever gotten it before. I'm not trying to take away all of her most beautiful women.
Yeah, but like Viola Davis.
Nah, Jessica Chastain.
Ooh, Jessica Chastain. I mean, these are just like there's so many other beautiful women.
Yeah, I would say Viola Davis. I'm with you. Just guess that Chastain is also fine.
But Viola Davis has those like, man, her arms. Whew, I feel like I see her arms and I want to faint.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
honestly,
perfect.
I could list 10 women right now who I think are more beautiful than Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
Kate Winslet is one of them. Jackie Zebrowski is one of them.
Thank you. I will accept it and put me on the cover. I got lipstick on. I do have lipstick on.
You do have lipstick on. You look great.
Thank you.
Tyler Perry. He owns his own island.
Oh, hell yeah.
And in fact, he learned how to fly a plane so he could fly himself to his private island.
Jesus
Tyler Perry
Christ, how
is
much
his own
money?
island.
How
He just
much
created his
money?
own
That guy
film
has
industry
So much money.
for himself. He just did. He is a rock. He is an island.
Nicolas Cage has his own island.
Also deserved.
Yes.
In the Exuma Archipelago. I know I'm saying that wrong.
I enjoy Archipelago.
Archipelago. Archipelago.
It's pronounced archipelago.
Archipelago. See, come to my archipelago.
Oh, see. Oh, yeah, no. See. I will go to your archipelago.
I'll go to Nick Cage's archipelago. Although, actually, not unattended. No, I'll go. Not to fuck him.
Oh.
Just to see what he's got.
You just wouldn't? You really wouldn't fuck Nick Cage?
No, I don't trust him, honestly.
Oh, well, yeah, it's not about trust.
I think there has to be some trust before you fuck somebody.
No, that's what condoms are for.
Well, on an island, on a private island, I want trust before.
You know, him and his son swap girlfriends sometimes.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
I think it's cool.
I don't trust him.
I don't know what his son looks like, but I imagine I would want to have sex with him.
I would want to go only to Nick Cage's island with 2 friends. You are one of them. Yes. You are the other.
Yes. We're in. We're going to the Archipelago, and we are going to have some fun in the sun.
Take me to the Archipelago.
Page 7 is going to the Archipelago.
You're just going to get kicked out of the plane so fast.
Nick Cage is like, it's not pronounced that way.
David Copperfield owns 11 islands.
Well,
Man, Vegas, huh?
And rents ones out to Jantra.
Oh, they have sex on that island. Boy, howdy.
That David Copperfield, he's the one that was with Claudia Schiffer forever.
No, they wrote that whole book about him.
David Copperfield? Gee, fucking Christ.
hey.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for blind items.
Oh, we can't see him.
First up.
Good one, Jack.
Thank you.
Actually, we just got one this week. A little light on the blind items, but it's a fun one.
All right.
It's a juicy one. This permanent A-list singer has had several male strippers sent to her place while on vacation this week.
Permanent A-list.
Mariah Carey.
No?
Bae.
Younger.
Riri.
Same age as Bae, actually. Maybe a little older.
Ooh, Britney Spears.
So many male strippers.
Oh, good for her.
But she's got all those dancers. I guess, then she's just paying for dancers.
She just loves dancers.
She really
She just
loves
likes
dancers.
to see men dance.
Do you think she has them strip to her songs?
Yeah, has to.
Yeah.
With a python on them. That would be cool. K-Fed was never attractive. She really doesn't have very good taste in men, although she likes their bodies.
She's got Alabama taste in men. Yeah.
Don't look at the teeth, just look at the body.
And that's all we have time for today's Page 7. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening. Do you have any last words?
Just listen to CSNY, man. Because you know what? We gotta let our freak flag fly. Well, I feel like I owe it. And I know someone.
For more shows like the one you just listened to, go to cavecomedyradio.com.